Hi, Dave.
Colin?
Day after the deadline, you guys didn't change your roster at all. I mean, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about this roster as it's presently constructed?
Yeah, we feel good. And I think it's a sign to our team and everybody in that locker room that we feel really good about where we're at and the direction we're going. We like the way we've been playing lately. And, I'm sure it's a big sigh of relief to a lot of guys because, well, every team in the situation when the deadline comes up is, I know there's a lot of talk about guys coming and going, but I certainly think that it shows that how committed we are to our team right now and feel good about where we're at.
So over the course of this year, we've talked a lot about your young players, and with some of your young players like Adam Fox and just recently with Kravtsov, it seems that they have this built-in confidence. There's no hesitation in their game, no indecision. It also looks like Lafreniere and Keandre are getting close to that point as well. Is that something that's inherent in the player's DNA, or does it come with the experience? And what do you guys do as a coaching staff to get them to that point?
Well, I mean, to me, experience is the best way to gain confidence. I mean, every time you have a good shift or something goes well for you, you gain a new level of confidence. I think that's kind of what's been happening with the young players bit by bit. And, those were two big-time games we just played in the island, and to take 3 out of 4 points and our young players to contribute the way they did certainly is a great sign moving forward. But, I mean, make no mistake about it. I mean, our success is certainly driven by our top players and our veterans. And, those guys played a big role in it as well.
Okay, Dave. Now I'll get to the question of who your goalie is for tonight, and do you have any lineup changes?
Yeah, Shestey's in net tonight, and there are no lineup changes.
Hey, dude, you guys signed Zach Jones today.
Yep.
Just wondering, when you expect to see him, if you know, and how do you fit a kid in with no pro experience, and how slowly do you have to go, and how soon do you think it'll be realistic to see?
Yeah, those are all good questions. Where he just got here today. He skated this morning. Obviously, there's a familiarity with him from my end of it, but as we talked about yesterday, this is a guy we've thought an awful lot of. The minute we drafted him, he certainly went on to have a great college career, and we'll see how it goes while he's here. There's really, to me, it's day by day. See how we adapt, see how we adjust. I know there's not a lot of practice time, so it's going to be hard to evaluate him in a lot of ways at the pro level, but we're going to do the best we can, and if we feel that he gives us indication he can help us, he'll play.
Hey, Coach, just the uniqueness of a 4-game series against the Devils, just your thoughts. It's almost, it's like a playoff series almost.
Yeah, you just got to break it down game by game. You can't get too caught up in the fact you're going to play them 4 in a row. You just got to focus on the next game at hand, and that's what we have to do tonight. I mean, it's no different than how we're going to have to approach the last 15 games. Like I touched on, we feel good about the way we're playing and the direction we're going, but we certainly know that teams that are in the situation the Devils are very dangerous. There's not a lot of pressure on them. They've made a lot of moves in the last few days, and these teams are the dangerous teams. They've got nothing to lose, and we've got to be ready. I mean, you saw what happened to the Flyers on Sunday when Buffalo came back and beat them, and it's. Regardless of who you're playing, we have to approach it the same way. We've got to play the same way, regardless of whether we're playing the Capitals or the Bruins or the Devils or the Sabres. This is the National Hockey League, and there are good players all across this league on every team.
David, just following up on your comment that Jones skated this morning, is there no quarantine requirement for him, or
No.
There is. Okay.
What's that? Yeah, he drove. He drove from UMass, so there's no quarantine requirement. Yeah,
Right.
and he got tested, so.